heard about it.
Yeah, so I was here at home and a friend called me and said, hey, did you hear about this baby hawk and this eagle nest? And I had heard little bits about it, but my first thought was, oh, it's dinner. It's not going to survive in that nest.
What waste?
Well, the fact that it wasn't injured prior to, being put in the nest by the eagles, just picking it up, that would have been a possibility. Then when it was brought to the nest, it was brought as food, of course. So the fact that they changed their minds and decided to feed it was a really, important part of its survival. But over time, it wasn't getting its share of food. And whether they evicted it or it just was getting to the point where it was emaciated and not feeling well, maybe fell from the nest itself. But the fall could have done, tremendous damage, either breaking something. It could have died just from the fall. It's looking really good. So it took a couple days for it to understand, after being in a very small, soft crate for 3 weeks at the center, to go from that point to being able to figure out how to fly. It's in a large flight enclosure. It would take short flights and then land on the ground. And then within a few hours, actually, it was up on the sawhorse. After a few days, it was up on the high perches like you saw today. What will happen next is once we know that it's very well conditioned, which it's looking very good right now, and then we know that it's live prey hunting. That's key for a younger juvenile hawk to be able to do before going back to the wild. So once we're 100% sure that's happening, we'll catch the birds, bring them back to the center. Our vet will then evaluate the birds, assess them, and say yes or no as far as being ready to go. In my opinion, just observing them, they're all looking really good.